trip. How about teaching English to kids in Vietnam or helping construct a daycare in Ecuador? Well, that's just what Fox 9's Global Volunteer of the Month did with his daughter. Joining us is Mike Felmlee, a business consultant, along with his daughter Lauren, to talk about their experiences with a program that knows no borders. And welcome. So nice to have you on.
Thank you.
All right, let's talk about your first volunteer project. This was in Ecuador. What did you do in Ecuador?
We helped out at a daycare center, and we helped to build a foundation of a new daycare center.
And how did that go over when you first asked Lauren, hey, do you want to go to Ecuador with me?
Well, she was a little nervous initially, and but then she got thinking about it and said, Dad, I really want to do this, which made me feel really great.
Let's talk about another place that you went to, Vietnam. What project were you working on there? How are you helping the people?
We were teaching conversational English to probably 17, 18, and 19-year-olds.
And what was that experience like? Tell me, exactly what you did. You sat down in classrooms, or?
Yeah, I actually taught. And being like 16, what was I? 16 at the time. It was kind of scary, but it was so much fun.
For us as adults, there was a little anxiety to get up in front of a class of 30 or 40 teenage youth and speak English in a way that they could look at the way and hear how we pronounce words. That was really intimidating, and to think of my daughter Lauren doing it at age 16 made an already proud dad prouder.
I'm sure. You were featured on the Oprah show. Tell us how that all came about.
Well, it was one of those things. It was a Friday night. I was over in the office, and we got a call from Bud and Michelle asking if we'd like to be interviewed.
Bud and Michelle of Global Volunteers.
Yes, wonderful people with a wonderful vision. And they said, would you like to be interviewed? And I said, oh, boy, it's been a long week. I've been out of town. And I said, well, it's for the Oprah Winfrey Show. And I said, what time do you want us there? And we just were able to tell our story, and it was featured with Nelson Mandela and talking about his efforts to work with people in the world. And so it was a real privilege to be able to share our story with the many other great people that were on that show.
And is this something that you plan to do again?
Well, if we get the chance, I'd love to.
I don't know if you can get it out of your system.
You're hooked. Once it happens, you're hooked.
Again, I think that we do have a responsibility to serve. And,
I agree with you.
Yeah, and I grew up in Minnesota, and I think jumped on my first airplane when I was 21 and went to Kansas City and thought that was a big deal. And now to have been all over the world, and it's given me a new appreciation for it as well as my daughter. A new perspective
on the world. Absolutely. Well, you can fill me in when I go to Costa Rica in June.